Kia ora Aotearoa, I'm Met Service meteorologist Andrew James here with a look at your weather for the next few days. But today, Thursday, this active front starting to make its way up the South Island, the culprit of all the severe weather that is on the way through the rest of the working week and into the first weekend of the school holidays as well. A few thunderstorms on that at the moment, but as it moves north, the main feature is going to be heavy rain, strong winds, along with some heavy snowfall there. So as that makes its way north, we do see cold air pushing in behind it over the course of Thursday and into Friday, bringing some heavy snow to some parts of the country. So quite a lot of severe weather information. More details on this on our warnings show. We have strong wind watches and warnings over the South Island, along with a large number of heavy rain warnings and watches as the system makes its way north, and also that cold air pushes in to produce some heavy snow for Canterbury and Otago over the course of Friday. So looking over the course of Friday, we see that front gradually making its way north. Those isobars pretty tight, some strong winds there, and we have the snow in the east there. So we're starting to see some pretty chilly temperatures to kick things off, but they only get cooler as the system moves north. The North Island to start things on Friday, still pretty warm, pretty windy. Looking at the rest of Friday, we see that snow really start to pack in down to about 400 metres over this part of the map. Heavy rain in the west coast of the South Island and some rain right across to Christchurch as well. The North Island, drizzly stuff coming out of the north and a cloudy day in this part of the country. So looking at that North Island, we just have really cloud coming out of the north, a few fine spells in there, mainly in the afternoon. You'll get some sunshine there, but generally looking like not too bad a day compared to what the South Island's getting. Over in the east, we're going to see some pretty warm temperatures and some high cloud there. So Napier getting up to 25 there, and the City of Sails hitting 19 on your Friday. For the South Island, that wet weather in the west, that snow in the east here, down to about 200 metres or 100 metres, depending on where you are. Make sure you stay up to date with all of those severe weather watches and warnings over at metservice.com. Then as we head into, we'll have a look at those temperatures first, and behind that we start to see some pretty cold temperatures for this time of year across the bottom of the South Island on your Friday in the wake of all that snow and cold weather on the way. Then on Saturday, the system starts to make its way onto us here in the capital and also bringing some wet weather to the North Island now. And this is the first day of the first weekend of the school holidays, so a few people will be travelling. Make sure you do stay up to date with all your severe weather information at metservice.com, along with any roading updates from Waka Kotahi. You can see the South Island becoming largely clear in behind this system. And then on Sunday, that system continues to make its way eastwards, continuing to bring significant weather to the North Island. In the South Island, we see an easterly pushing in a few showers and a bit of snow to the foothills in Canterbury, fine conditions in the west. And that's it from me, my final Met Service TV broadcast. You can find all of your latest weather information at metservice.com.